All right. So you're going to meet Kelly Cook in Phoenix, longtime Vyral Marketing client, great listing agent in a very competitive market. Phoenix, as you know, if you watch any of my interviews, it's where every Silicon Valley company goes to try out everything because it's a very homogeneous market without too many big weather patterns, without foundations necessarily falling apart or roofs from weather. So it seems like whenever someone has to figure out how to get the attention of a homeowner, they go into Phoenix. Very competitive.
Yep.
And Kelly has figured out a system and a plan to build a relationship with homeowners in the key market, to get them to call him and to list with him and to pay him a profitable commission because he earns it. So I want to interview him today for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, about what he's doing for those things. So Kelly, right off the bat, what are your top listing lead sources? Give me the top three.
Top three, like any other good agent's been in the business for a while, should be your sphere of influence, past clients, referrals. So that's number one.
And you've been selling real estate for how many years?
18.
Okay. And all
18.
in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Next.
The whole time. And number two is going to be geographical farming. And number three is going to be YouTube, actually.
Cool. So let's break those down. Curious, though, before getting number one, because that's why you're here under Vyral. How did you pick your farm and what do you send to it for your haven't mets?
Yeah, so we do a report we do the whole zip code. So we have a zip code about 10,000 people. So we mail 10,000 pieces once a month, and it's a double-sided. And then about twice a year, we'll do a 4-pager. But it's double-sided, high stock, glossy, and we obviously promote ourselves on there with the listings that we have in the zip code specifically, what we sold, what's on the market, success stories. I'll give a market report as well in terms of where I think the market's going, prediction with some graphs every once in a while. And then, of course, the stats of what's sold and that sort of thing, and then what's going on in the neighborhood as well. That's primarily the gist of that. And then we take that same piece and we repurpose it in a digital format on, number one, our website. Number two, a Facebook page that has the same zip code on it. And number three, we then send it out in our custom audience on Facebook ads. And number four, email.
Oh, you're hitting them every way possible.
Yep.
How did you choose the farm?
I live there. And, I tried farming for a while.
Short distance to drive.
Yeah. I tried farming for a while. And, I noticed that the people who seem to have the most success in Phoenix were people that were picking a large master plan community because they could piggyback off the HOA events, things of that nature. And so, but I didn't live in one of those. And so, stupidly, I was like, you know what? That's what I got to do, though. So I tried 2 other communities for a few years, and it just didn't work out. I was door knocking every Friday morning. It just didn't work out. So then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do my zip code. It's a small community, but my zip code has a bunch of small little communities with a lot of them not having any HOAs at all. No big master plan community with brand name recognition.
Interesting.
And so I said, you know what? I'm going to now bring those small communities together with farming. So that's what I decided to do. And now I've been doing it in this one area for 9 years. It's been fantastic.
I'd love to ask you, we don't have time, but like the emotional consistency to keep writing that check every month. Just curious, what's your price per mailer on 10,000?
Price per mailer, I'm at, I knew you were going to ask me that question, Frank.
Are you mailing saturation like every door direct mail or putting a stamp on it?
EDDM.
Okay.
And we're doing 10,000 because on the zip code is just a little bit over 10,000, just a hair overward. So we're hitting the entire zip code, 99% of it, and it works out well because on the run for the printer, when you go to 10,000, you get a big, huge discount, obviously, as opposed to 2,500 or whatever, right? So, yeah.
For those of you that haven't gone to the United States Postal Service's website, go type in every door direct mail. And it's really cool because they give you like a Google map and you can like click on little postal routes and choose all the homeowners of all these little niche postal routes inside the zip code. And it'll give you the price for postage, which is really cheap because they just put it in every single mailbox. And that's called EDM. So pretty straightforward, kind of like the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book model, a monthly piece of mail to a farm.
Yeah, but leave it to the U.S. Postal Service, right? Like they actually change the routes every once in a while, which is really annoying. Same area, they change the routes.
Yeah. So someone gets a wrong zip code. Kelly. Yeah.
So you got to pay attention to it every once in a while, which is crazy. But
well, let's actually go to let's do number 3. YouTube. So you've been a client for a long time, and we're going to get into you sending your couple educational videos to your database, which is the entry level point for pretty much anyone getting on video. But clearly, I mean, look at your setup. You look amazing, right?
Thanks.
Tell me how you're
Frank.
getting. Yeah, you look great. So you've gone deeper on this. So instead of just staying in touch with your list, which we'll get to for number one, you're getting found on YouTube finally. Very few people achieve that. Tell us your secrets.
Yes. So the number one secret, which will not be, the sexy answer, is consistency. So I have been since 2021. I wish I would have started in 2020 because there was less attention on YouTube at that point in the real estate space. Now everyone's doing it, but we were still ahead of the game a little bit. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. You got to be consistent. You can still make it work if you want to, and you're dedicated to it. 2 videos every single week and 1 YouTube live every week. I mean, 98% of the time. So it's consistent. So creating content is in the calendar. It is time blocked. And I love it. Man, I love being on the camera. I wish I would have done it a lot earlier and sooner, but I just, I don't know. I just didn't do it for some reason. I was selling houses, and, it's funny because a lot of people in real estate today that've been in it for 3, 4, 5 years, they started making content before they were selling houses. I just sold houses for years and years and years and didn't make any content.
How long ago did you start stepping up your game? I think you answered this. Of
2021. So like May of 21. I just, I'm just going to do it.
How did you find the time to calm your brain down to actually sit down and be creative 3 times a week like that with all the stress of selling houses?
So I have a content day, and that's Thursday. So I literally do almost all the content on that day. So we'll have everything researched. We set a time to go out. We set a place to be, videographer, a full-time editor, and yeah.
Oh, you're writing checks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Writing checks, man. It is great. And we right now we're at the point where we're averaging about 1,200 hours of watch time every month on our channel.
God.
Which, I mean, you can't get that on TV. You can't get that
on
a commercial, right?
I only got 350 hours a month.
Yeah.
You're killing it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
Really yeah. And subscribers, it's interesting because subscribers, for some people, I think that had 10,000 plus subscribers before 2021 or around 2021, before all this attention got on YouTube. You can see the count of subscribers really escalate and consistently escalate for that type of a channel. We didn't have that. I wasn't there yet. Still not there yet in terms of subscribers. But yet it's interesting in the back end analytics, you can see the watch time grow dramatically. You can see the average view duration. You can see all these things, click-through rates on thumbnails that are increasing continually as long as we're working at it and getting better, improving our product. Subscriber counts are slow though. It's interesting. I think you have so much attention on there that people are distracted, and they just, they subscribe to 15 channels and they're done. They don't want to subscribe anymore, but, so I wouldn't base it on subscribers. I base it on that. And then of course, the ultimate thing is the person that reaches out and calls you and actually wants to sell or buy a house with you.
Are you getting mostly buyers or sellers?
Well, we are getting right now more buyers than sellers, out of state relocation. We just started actually putting a little bit of spin in our YouTube channel. So we're going to start doing more high quality listing videos as well. So there's the channel.
Love all your call to actions. Very nice. Yep. Everything Phoenix.
I'm all in on YouTube and Google now. We're all in on YouTube and Google. That's our deal. Google is agnostic when it comes to being trying to take over the real estate space. They don't care, just paying money. Unlike Zillow.
You make your thumbnails in Canva.
We do. No, Photoshop. Actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the clickbait topics.
We use TubeBuddy for that.
Yep.
Paid customer TubeBuddy.
Dude, this is great, man.
And we've repurposed content on Shorts, obviously, as you can see. And we're trying to just be omnipresent as much as possible.
Do you edit the videos yourself, or do you the AI pulls the clips?
No, I don't do any of it, but I do have an editor that does all of it.
Dude.
Yep, with Adobe.
That's awesome, man. Consistency, picking good topics, and not afraid of seeing yourself on video all the time, and setting aside an entire day every week to put stuff on YouTube.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And I have a marketing coordinator as well, and
you love it.
I love it. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's the most you would never achieve getting people to see you on YouTube if you didn't look forward to it and love making them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hardest part, I mean, honestly, the hardest part is you can go through YouTube. You have to spend time to YouTube, YouTube and TubeBuddy, really, because it's a different type of search engine. People are like, well, how about Google keywords? That's good, but it's a different type of search on YouTube. So you really need to use something that actually people are going to search on YouTube, not Google necessarily. And so research for those topics does take some time. And then when you have the topic, okay, this is going to be a good one. I think it's going to score well in terms of the algorithm, right? Then you have to research it and you have to, plan it out, and how you're going to, what's the storyline of it, right? For, 5 to 20 minutes, because it's all about long form video on that. And then, we do lives. I love lives, go on lives, and we're all about the market updates and development in the Phoenix area on the lives. That's what we really strive for, is to keep people apprised of what's going on. And what's great about that is we're able to repurpose that for many different ways. And we use that with the Vyral service as well. We'll send sometimes your people are live and let them cut it up to something we can send to our database.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great.
This is kind of coming to my mind, but like, why don't you call a billboard company and just see how much it would cost to get a large billboard right on the most busy street in your zip code for your YouTube channel? I think you'd be surprised.
So help me on this. Help me give your opinion, because we're going to go live on this. People are going to watch this hopefully, and maybe get some
ideas.
Only
because you love it. I mean, there's probably better ways to spend your money for like direct response marketing, but there is a level of excitement and love of putting a billboard about your YouTube channel. Ken Pozak in Orlando is really good with this stuff and did that.
Yeah, I know Ken. He does a great job. Problem for me is my zip code, even in Scottsdale in general. You've been to Scottsdale. There are no billboards. It's like, it's a city ordinance or something, right? They just don't have billboards.
You probably have to go interstate.
On the fringe of the border at Phoenix, where it meets Scottsdale and the border there, you will find something, right? You don't even have city bus benches, really. In Arcadia, places you do, right? But like in like my zip code of Scottsdale, there's hardly any city bus benches.
I wouldn't know. I see you looked into this.
But if it's on the fringe, I'm thinking about maybe doing it. Maybe a city bus bench. I can't get a billboard unless I go outside the place, But
yeah, you just want to kind of add some offline marketing to drive online, and I think you would find some joy in that. Just something to keep in mind. But it's wonderful, man. It's great.
It's a good idea. I'm gonna look into that. That would be fun.
All right, so you got your monthly letter, your monthly educational market update via EVM to your key zip code. You've been doing it forever. You're crushing YouTube with a day of week and making videos that you love doing. That is by far, anyone listening to this, you have to love YouTube for YouTube to serve you.
Yeah,
right.
It's
Kelly?
true. It's true.
All right,
you do.
But now let's go back to probably why you're all here. Number one, past clients in Sphere, 8 years in the business. And even with the video and everyone else, Kelly's still working with us to get the stuff out to his list, because it's a little bit different skill set to email it and post it, promote it out. Plus, hopefully you enjoy my writing for my lead generation messages. Why don't you just take me way back to the problem you realized that you need to do a better job staying in touch with your database and evaluating all your options, and why you decided to choose us versus all the other available options to you.
Yeah, I remember the first time I talked to you about Vyral, because at that point we didn't have any video, anything. And you gave some good advice, right? And it's advice most people know. So I knew it because I actually read, the MREA book, and it's a great book for running a real estate business. Phenomenal book. And, it's the budget model, right? And I said, Frank,
well, the budget and the lead generation model.
Yes.
It's 2 and 4 of them.
And so, what, man, I don't know if I can afford this. Should I do it? Is it going to be an ROI? Blah, blah, blah. And the advice was simple. Do you, or can you afford it with 10% of a marketing budget? Can you put it in that aspect for your gross commission that you earn? And can you have space in there?
Are you willing to spend 10% of your commission to get it?
Correct.
That's not tied to your time.
Correct. And the answer was, yeah. At that time, again, like
what year was that? When did you realize that you needed to start writing checks?
I mean, this is probably,
I don't know. I should probably know this, but I don't.
For with you, I mean, I think it was 2013.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago was that shift of I have to start spending money to generate leads, not to my time, and how much is a reasonable amount to spend, and the number was 10%.
Yeah, well, also too, recognize where we're in the marketplace, right? Phoenix was just coming out of a bloodbath of short sales and foreclosures, and so now the traditional market was starting to take place again. So I was transitioning my business because we were heavy short sell because that's what you had to do. And I had to come back to a transition. So this is part of that transitional process that I was looking for. And you guys helped me get to that point.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
So we started with 2 videos a month. You would sit down once a month and record 2 Q&A videos, what are commonly asked questions people are asking you to send them out, really grounded to your existing list. Then over time, I added a third message in, which is a lead generation email, which, by the way, Kelly, you got an invite. In 2024, I'm doing a client meeting once a month, only for clients, where I'm going to write a Facebook ad, retargeting ad, and a email with a landing page to go out to your database to spike response. It's like just totally updated every single month with a new one. And if you go to our website and click real estate agent, you'll see January, February, March, April, May, every single one of the ads I'm going to write for you for the whole year, outlined with the monthly client meeting, as well as, now you're much more advanced on your topics, but what are the top questions people are asking for your 2 video topics around that site? So that's new.
Love it.
So go on. So tell me, what is your 36 touch plan for your database?
Yeah, so we have a pretty robust one. Here's what we do. We do at least a minimum of 1 viral video a month. Okay, so let's just call it 12. Now, I know there's 2 of all, but I'm sometimes bad about that, right? Let's be honest. Because I'm a transparent dude, right? That's why hopefully people will like this interview. So at least 12 there, and then we do 12 newsletter updates, where these news aren't just like, hey, here's a recipe for brownies. This is a full-blown market report of data from the Cronf report. You may be familiar with that in Phoenix here, Frank, which is a local Phoenix housing economist. So we repurpose all that information they have that we pay for into a nice report on the market for that month. So that's 24 right there. Then every single person in our database, our CRM, should be on a search. That's one thing we teach really hard with our team. So I don't care if they're a brand new person, an online lead that you haven't talked to yet, set them up on a search and guess as to their criteria, clean it up for them on the back end, so they're receiving alerts at least once a month.
Of homes they want to buy.
Homes. Yep. Correct. So they're getting that aspect. So really that's 36. And they're coming from 3 separate email clients. One from the database, one from what Vyral uses, Emma, on their database, and the other one from what we use in our team internally, our email client.
Which kind of diversifies its deliverability.
Bingo.
Yep.
So that's 36 really right there. And then on top of that.
What about home value drips?
Yeah. Home value drips. I use HomeBot.
Yep.
Okay. So now here's the thing. For our team, because it's per user right now, for our team, we don't provide that for every single agent because it's a per licensee, license, whatever. So what we do is if it's a team lead that was closed, to try to centralize that operation for all our agents, we do put every single team lead that closes under my login. However, that lead is still the agent, and they get that lead if someone asks a question about it. But HomeBot's fantastic. We have a lot of people on HomeBot. It's part of our system. Our TC puts them up on the HomeBot system as soon as they close. And anybody who's an active lead, they're getting the data from our CRM, not HomeBot. So HomeBot right now, we currently just use for anyone who's a past client in that situation that actually sold a house.
I love asking these questions because we can spend an entire day on this material.
Yeah, exactly.
Easily.
Well, I can keep going here. That's not everything.
I spent 18 years thinking about these 3 things.
Right. Right.
For the audience today, I need listings. YouTube.
Yeah.
Monthly piece of direct mail to a farm. And then Vyral plus market updates, home drips, home value drips. Got it? We can go into prioritizing. Why don't you speak a little bit to the maybe some of the lead generation emails I send out for you that go back to a landing page. Hopefully you're getting those out. Mm-hmm. Or maybe prioritizing the phone call follow-up with the people clicking the links. Are you doing that?
We are. So what we do is, because we have a pretty decent sized team, we get that report back after the viral email goes out. Mm-hmm. And then one of our assistants actually then goes through and everybody who clicked on a link, they go in the CRM, see what agent is tied to that lead. And then they send it like, here's your 3 people that clicked on the link. Please call them.
Are your agents submitting their databases to this?
Are they what?
Are your agents submitting their own lists to the marketing plan?
Yeah, we email everybody, almost everybody in the database. So the agent's database of people are getting that email
Yep.
as well.
And then when you get the master click report, you hand back.
Hand back.
These are the people, all the people engaged with this video you sent out. It's because the agent didn't have to do it. That's why they're working for you.
Yeah, it's
And they
valuable.
follow up. Super
These people, instead of calling cold through all these people that are in your
Hey,
database.
Kelly, who I work for, sent this out. Do you want to talk about buying or selling a house? Oh, funny you called me.
Yeah. These people raise their hand. So prioritize your time today to call these people first.
Great.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about deals. What do you think you'll close this year at total units?
Yeah, we're down, obviously. We're beating the market though. We're beating the market by a decent amount.
Great.
So that's good, by about 15%. But we are down. Right now we're on pace for about 210 transactions closed.
That's incredible. How many agents?
Agents that are actually working full time at it. Right now we're about 14.
14 agents, 210 transactions. It's really good, Kelly. How much of that is from the database? Of the 210, how much would you say, like, you have farming, you have YouTube, miscellaneous, but then you have, like, you would attribute to your, is it possible for you to really attribute to, like, I give this to my 36 touch efforts?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough.
But at that point, it's just all blending together.
It is because we're doing client events, right? Three a year, and with that, 3 phone calls a year, and then 3 handwritten notes a year. So we're doing all that too as part of our 36, which is way over 36. And then of course we do the home anniversary, birthday as well, Father's Day if it's applicable, and Mother's Day if it's applicable. So that's what we do.
A marketing coordinator.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
she's great. She's great. So
how much of the 210s from that zip code?
The zip code?
Yeah.
It's a higher price point in the farm there. So I only need about, I mean, depends on what it is. I only need 2.
I'm curious, of the 210, how much is from the zip code? Like how much business was actually transacted in the zip code that you're farming?
I think right now we're gonna be right around probably 18 to 20.
18 to 20 deals?
Deals.
Okay, so you're getting a lot of deals outside of the zip code.
Yeah.
Considerably.
Yeah. Because the ones in this zip code are high price point deals. So like we're gonna end up, for that 210 deals, we're gonna be at 125 million on sales volume. So a lot of the higher end stuff is coming from the farm efforts or in that zip code.
I think I like the title of this. Kelly Cook's top 3 listing lead sources to do 210 deals. What do you think, Kelly?
Yeah. And that's down, man. We were at 2021 was great for everybody, right? But we were at 300, 358 in 2021.
Is there anything where's your mind at going into 2024 as things slow down a little bit and you're really thinking about how to keep your income up, keep your team's income up? What's on your mind?
Number one, by far, is getting more agents consistently to our team. Recruiting.
Or to do what?
Well, right now, I can attribute, if I could take across the board, even some part-time agents, right, that we have on our team. If I go across the board on this, I can attribute, ideally about $25,000 of income to the team. That is on average. That's what we're trying to strive per agent. Correct. After net everything, right?
And is that mostly business you're handing them from your marketing efforts, or is it business coming in from their own work on their own database, let's say?
It's a little bit of both, but it's definitely about 80% from the team. Data, leads,
so calling. You got to recruit locally.
Yeah. So our number one thing
Kelly, do you have a copy of your business plan?
What's that?
Oh my gosh. We can't access your video.
That was crazy. I see fireworks behind you, Frank.
Fireworks behind you.
What was that?
I don't know what kids are doing these days on these interview platforms. Apparently I got that.
It's 4th of July.
Yeah. I guess if I were to join your team, do you have a plan of action of like, this is your business plan to make a good living in real estate? Do you have that written down? Do you have that physical document?
We do. I don't have it all pretty and like, stapled together or anything. No, but it's written down. Yeah.
The best thing you can do is just start like making a list of all the agents you've ever transacted with, all the agents that you know, anyone that might be like kind of heard of Kelly Cook or know who you are in some way, and just say, hey, we're going to end this year conservatively at 210. I have 14 agents here. You got to go after listings. There's a lot less. like we have like a real legitimate plan to do that. And this is where our focus is for 2024. This is what you would do if you joined our team. Would you like a copy of the plan? And see if they want a copy. They'll probably say, sure. Let them read the plan and then invite them to a team meeting to see this is how we're executing it. This is the leadership that we're providing. This is what it's like when you work here to execute the plan.
And send that out via email, social media.
Probably, yeah, email, social media. Like, hey, get a copy of the plan that our agents are following, that I'm following, it's working, like our recipe. This is our recipe to do it. And it'll hopefully kind of, it could really honestly be, in many respects, this video.
Yeah.
Right? Just give them this. And just get them to say like that little yes of like, yeah, I'll read your plan, Kelly. I'll see what's up.
Yeah.
Then after they read it, invite them to a team meeting.
Okay.
I would probably say the number one recruiting call to action that actually like kind of gets the right type of agent is, yeah, I'm open to reading a new business plan. I'm open to reading yours. That's how I got the clients at Vyral. I'd say, hey, download it. You can do it right now. Go download our video marketing plan you'd follow, or download Kelly's video marketing plan on the homepage of our website. And if you like that plan, give us a call. We can lead you to execute it.
Yeah, people always they're always curious, like, what is
he
that
doing?
plan?
What's he up to? What's he doing over there? Right? Oh, here it is. Come download it.
I just got to make it look pretty and have a PDF.
Mm-hmm. I would also say the second thing I would look into is go on your MLS and find agents that were kind of, and typically maybe older too, so maybe just older in age, that were doing really well in 2021, but then their production starts going like this. Give them a call and say, hey, if you come work over here, let's just take your database and co-market with what I do. So basically just give me your list and we'll co-market it together and you can be a part of our organization. Like the fact that someone can take their existing database and just kind of throw it into your existing touch program, maybe somehow tastefully co-marketed with your brand and theirs because their database has a relationship with them. Mm-hmm. That's a really strong value proposition you can offer because you're doing so much content. And chances are somebody's production is down and just arguably speaking, just kind of older, but like, more set in their ways in the business, but has a good list, doesn't want to spend all Thursday creating content.
Right.
Right. But you're going to partner with them and do it and give them all the clicks.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's it, man.
Co-market together.
Yeah. You can go to, I'll send you a copy of the 15-minute agent retirement plan where you give me your list, we do all the work, and we pay you 20%.
Give me your list, all the work, we'll pay you
20%, like of the commission. So, I mean, this is a little more advanced version, but like, do you want to get out of the business, or are you just kind of tired?
Like a golden golden
handoff. It's like, hey, are you just kind of like done with it, ready to sail off into the sunset? I got you. Why don't you give me your CRM, your Google contacts, and your mobile phone contacts, and we'll do our thing. This is the plan, and then any business that comes from that, I'll pay you a 20% referral fee.
And it was the 15-minute again? 15-minute what?
The 15-minute agent retirement plan. We could call it Give Up with Kelly. or retirewithkellycook.com. Here's my list. Do something. Get some business out of it. Pay me a referral fee.
The golden handoff, dude. Yeah, that's it.
And you become like this vacuum of arguably retiring, or, move your license to referral only status and just give me your list and be done with it. I got it.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. The 15-minute agent retirement plan.
Oh, you have this?
I have it. Yeah, I wrote it.
Oh, yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, so you can go get retirewithkelly.com. All right. Or give up with Kelly. Phone it in with Kelly, whatever, right? And it's a little landing page where it's like, look, you give me your database, we'll co-market it, and I'll pay your referral fee, and I'll handle all the work.
Oh,
you like that?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Just always have that out there as an ad or something. Yeah. Just always have it out there.
So it's like, get my business plan. Here's what you do. But also, I'm telling you, when you do that, you will have a lot of conversations where they're just kind of like, Kelly, that ambition, that drive, that energy, that to do this plan. It's just not what I want to do at this phase of my life right now. But I've built and I've spent a gazillion dollars on Zillow and online leads, and I have a 25-year database. Yep. I don't want to go spend money on Vyral. I don't want to go do all the work, right?
Yep.
You got an option for me? Like, I got my retirement plan. Read this.
Retirement plan, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. especially now when the market's getting tougher,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So
Absolutely. So that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed the interview with Kelly today. You can go to getvyral.com and you can get a copy of the Vyral Marketing Plan, the plan that Kelly's using to stay in touch with his database on the homepage of our website. You can opt in. It's all there. I also teach class every single week with take 2 to 3 clients through getting better results in the plan. Actually, Kelly, tomorrow I got three clients just for recruiting. I meet with them an hour every week to help them dial in their recruiting. You should be on those meetings.
okay,
All right, every week. So just go to getvyral.com, go to class, and just
okay,
sign up. And then you just sit and listen to me coach 3 clients to get the recruiting going on. All right. And then if you're interested in working with us to execute a small part of what Kelly's doing with all his online marketing to get you started, go check us out, request a consultation. Kelly, thank you so much. And I'll put the link to all of Kelly's contact information down below if you want to reach out to him and ask him any questions. You are available. Is it okay for someone to actually call you, Kelly, and
would
email
love it.
you and ask you a question? Do they
Would
have
love
permission
it.
to do that?
Call me, text me,
Yeah,
DM me at Kelly Cook
100%.
Homes on Instagram, whatever you want to do.
Cool. We'll end it there. Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, Frank.